So hello everybody, today we are going to see reading of this chapter, which is a second part, and the topic is issues involved in feasibility study. So here we can see how many pages this are: one, two, three, 4 pages. Let's start. Feasibility study consists of activities which determine the existence of scope of developing an information system to the organization. This study should be done throughout the life cycle and in a project. At one point of time, it may seem that the project is feasible, but after proceeding one or two phases, it may become infeasible. So, it is necessary to evaluate the feasibility of a project at the earliest possible time. Months or years of efforts, huge finances could be saved if an infeasible system is recognized at earlier stage. Feasibility study starts from the preliminary investigation phase. At this time, the analyst estimates the urgency of the project and estimates the development cost. The next checkpoint is problem analysis. At this stage, the analyst studies current system. She or he does it to understand the problem in the better way. It helps him or her to make better estimates of development cost and also to find out the benefits to be obtained from the new system. In feasibility analysis, we have to study the following: technical feasibility, operational feasibility, economic feasibility, and legal feasibility. So let's see. Technical feasibility. Technical feasibility is concerned with the availability of hardware and software required for the development of the system, to see compatibility and maturity of the technology proposed to be used, and to see the availability of the required technical manpower to develop the system. These three issues are addressed during this study. In the proposed technology, proven and practical, at this stage, the analyst has to see or identify the proposed technology, its maturity, its ability or scope of solving the problem. If the technology is mature, if it has large customer base, it will be preferable to use as large customer base already exists and problems that stem from its usage may be less when compared to other technologies which don't have a significant customer base. Some companies want to use the state of art new technology irrespective of the size of customer base. The next question is, does the firm possess the necessary technology it needs? Here we have to ensure that the required technology is practical and available. Now, does it have the required hardware and software? For example, we need ERP software and hardware which can support ERP. Now, if our answer is no for either of the questions, then the possibility of acquiring the technology should be explored. The last issue related to technical feasibility is the availability of technical expertise. In this case, software and hardware are available, but it may be difficult to find skilled manpower. The company might be equipped with ERP software, but the existing manpower might not have the expertise in it. So the manpower should be trained in the ERP software. This may lead to slippage in the delivery schedules. Operational feasibility. Operational feasibility is all about problems that may arise during operations. There are two aspects related with this issue. What is the probability that the solution developed may not be put to use or may not work? What is the inclination of the management and end users towards the solution? Though there is very least possibility of management being averse to the solution, there is a significant probability that the end users may not be interested in using the solution due to lack of training, insight, etc. Also, there are other issues related with operational feasibility information. The system needs to provide adequate, timely, accurate, and useful information. It should be able to supply all the useful and required information to all levels and categories of users. Response time. It needs to study the response time of the system in terms of throughput. It should be fast enough to give the required output to the users. Accuracy. A software system must operate accurately. It means that it should provide value to its users. Accuracy is the degree to which the software performs its required functions and gives desired output correctly. Security. There should be adequate security to information and data. It should be able to protect itself from fraud. Services. The system needs to be able to provide desirable and reliable services to its users. Efficiency. The system needs to be able to use maximum of the available resources in an efficient manner so that there are no delays in execution of job. Economic feasibility. It is the measure of cost effectiveness of the project. The economic feasibility is nothing but judging whether the possible benefit of solving the problem is worthwhile or not. At the feasibility study level, it is impossible to estimate the cost because customers' requirements and alternative solutions have not been identified at this stage. However, when the specific requirements and solutions have been identified, the analyst weighs the cost and benefits of all solutions. This is called cost benefit analysis. This is discussed below. A project which is expensive when compared to the savings that can be made from its usage. Then, this project may be treated as economically infeasible. Legal feasibility. Legal feasibility studies issues arising out of the needs of the development of the system. The possible consideration might include copyright law, labor law, antitrust legislation, foreign trade regulation, etc. Contractual obligation may include the members of users who will be able to use the software. There may be multiple users licenses, single user licenses, etc. Legal feasibility plays a major role in formulating contracts between vendors and users. If the ownership of the code is not given to the user, it may be difficult to install it without proper permission to other systems. Another important legal aspect is that whenever an IT company and the user company do not belong to the same country, then the tax laws, foreign currency transfer regulations, etc., have to be taken care of. Cost benefit analysis. In economic feasibility, cost benefit analysis will be done. There are two types of costs associated with a project: the cost involved with development of the system and costs associated with operation and maintenance of the system. System development cost can be estimated at the time of planning of the system and it should be refined in different different phases of the project. Maintenance and operation costs are to be estimated beforehand. At the same time, the estimators are bound to change as the requirements change during the development process. After the implementation, these costs may increase or decrease depending on the nature of updations done to the system. System development cost is one time cost, but maintenance and operating costs are recurring costs. Different costs are cost of human resources. It includes the salaries of system analysts, software engineers, programmers, data entry operators, operational and uh, clerical. It is clerical or clerical staff. In other words, the amount that is going to be spent on all the people involved. Cost of infrastructure. The cost of infrastructure, including those of computers, cables, software, etc., comes under this head. Cost of training. Both the developing staff and operating staff need to be trained for new technologies and new systems. So, the training cost has to be considered for calculating the cost of the system. There are two components in economic feasibility: costs and benefits. The cost consists of tangible hardware, software costs, cost of human resources, and some intangible costs. Tangible costs are saved by the usage of the system. Intangible costs are saved by the quality of the system. Also, application of system should lead to efficiency. When the quality of the system is high, the effectiveness of the services provided by the organizations increase. If a choice has to be made between efficiency and effectiveness, then it is better to do the right thing inefficiently than to do wrong thing efficiently. The tangible benefits are those which can be quantified easily. They may be measured in terms of savings or profits. On the other hand, in the case of intangible benefits, it is difficult to quantify. Examples of intangible benefits are improving company goodwill, improving employee morale, better decision making, etc. We may consider the case of an insurance company's branch office. There are 15 employees in the office, which include one manager, two business development officers, one accounts officer, one administrative officer, seven clerical staff, uh, two security guards, one peon. If the branch is converted to a fully computerized branch, the total hardware and software cost will be rupees 10 lakhs. Training of the existing manpower will be rupees 50,000. Total investment is 10.5 lakhs. Total maintenance cost of software and hardware is rupees 1.5 lakhs per year. Interest of the investment is rupees 1,26,000 per year. So the total expenditure is increased by rupees 2,76,000 per year, but the branch can reduce the clerical staff. Now it needs two clerical staffs and two data entry points. Total cost saving by reducing three staffs will be rupees 4.5 lakhs per year. Here it is clear that the tangible benefit is more than the expenditure. Besides, the tangible benefit also improves the customer satisfaction, so it is clear that the project is feasible. So here we come to the end, and yes, here we come to the end, and check your progress answers will be available in the description, and you can check that out. And the next lecture we will see the remaining part. Till then, keep exploring.